it's a double broiler system that you want to use in order. Yeah, it's very hot milk. So there's water in the base pot, and then there's a pot with the milk inside of that water, because for ricotta, it's very unusual that you're heating the milk so high to make this cheese. It's a very different cheese from most cheeses, but it's extremely simple. So you're just heating the milk to between 185 and 195.
Okay.
So you want to have a thermometer. Just got a little skim there. So it's up to temperature now. It's nice and hot. And then all you're doing, the only ingredient for this cheese is white vinegar.
Wow.
So I have about a half gallon of milk here, a little bit less, and I'm going to put a quarter cup of vinegar.
Plain old white vinegar.
White vinegar. And then we already see that it's started to separate. So you're increasing the acidity. So it's like when you curdle milk accidentally because there's lemon juice or something in it.
Interesting.
And it should do it it's starting to thicken.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, yep. And it's going to become very distinct once the curds and whey separate. We're waiting for the
You can smell it. It
yes.
smells good. Already.
Yeah, and ricotta is a fantastic cheese because it is so simple, and it doesn't take any unusual ingredients that you can just go to the store, get white vinegar to make it. And you can do this with any type of milk.
Look at that. That's
there's
amazing.
a separation. And it's like magic cheese that it does it so instantly.
What's the shelf life?
About 2 to 3 weeks or so in the fridge.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's it. So you're waiting until you get this lemony colored whey, and then you have the curds right there.
And that's the cheese.
And that's the cheese. So what we're going to do from this point is...
Now you have cheesecloth?
Yeah, cheesecloth. Ooh, let's see. This is going to be tricky.
I'll hold it so it
And
doesn't
is
go
there
in.
okay, yeah. And we're gonna drain the whey. Oops, I don't want to
okay.
spray on you. Drain the whey out a little bit.
It's amazing. We made cheese this quickly.
Yeah, in just a couple minutes you can make cheese. And then the additional process that I do is stick it in the food processor because it makes it extra creamy. And actually, like, once your ricotta cools in the fridge, it starts to become very solid. It's like a solid curds. But if you put it in the food processor, it whips it up, keeps it creamy. It doesn't get firm like that. So it's kind of my little trick.
Your little trick.
Yes, that took me about 10 years to figure out.
And did you hold it just for a minute or 30 seconds?
Yep. Probably about 30 seconds. Yeah. That's about it. And then we're just going to add a little bit of salt. Keep this out here. And then with ricotta, like, you can make ricotta cake with it. You can put it on burritos, just use it as a regular old cheese. Lasagna. You can make really quick pasta sauces by adding ricotta to tomato sauce, and it makes it a nice, rich, creamy.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. And so
It smells so good.
I'm gonna add.
I'm trying to eat it before the salt's even in there.
I'm just gonna add about a half teaspoon in there, or maybe even a little less. The salting's really to your taste, it's sort of depending on what you want to do with the ricotta. If you're going to make a cake, you probably don't really want to salt it.
So are there benefits to the sheep cheese versus health benefits?
Yes, absolutely. So it's known as a fairly easily digestible milk, similar to goat's milk in that respect. So people who are lactose intolerant can't take the cow's milk, generally can take the sheep and the goat's milk.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and it also has more vitamins and minerals than the other two species of milk. It has a higher fat solid content, so a higher fat content, which is what
The healthy
gives it,
kind of fat.
yes, a healthy kind of fat, which makes it into such a rich, delicious cheese.
So we can get your cheeses at the CSAs and at the farmers market in Downingtown and Media?
Downingtown, Malvern,
Malvern.
and Kennett Square sometimes. Although I'm done for the season there, but
They are delicious. Julia,
Thank you.
so
You're
much.
very
I
welcome.
can't believe how easy this
and
is.
if you would like to take a sample
Oh,
of
yeah,
that,
Of course.
it might be a little on the hot
little
side,
on the hot side.
but there's some fresh ricotta. Can't get any fresher than that.
Oh my goodness, that's delicious. Oh wow. Pasta for dinner tonight.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thanks for coming out.